So I'm explaining this to you guys now, but next week I might replace HRS streams with another game. It's and that game might be Fate Extella. Which, unlike my normal live streams, and yeah, I'm not doing voice acting for this. Next week I'm really having to do to be honest, next week I'm really having to do enough voice acting because if they do not dub that Fate Stella to English, I am going to have to dub over all the characters' voice lines. Well, the one I pick. Which, yes, this will be a channel decision in a few. I will send out, after I get the game, the channel poll to see which one of the 3 servants will be the one that we'll have on hand. I am praying into God I do not have to do goddamn. I'm really gonna have to deal with one Fox woman next week. I don't need to deal with a second one. To be honest, yeah. So yeah. And the other option I have is Uma!
Now that you're here, let's get...
Oh wait, you can talk. There you go. Easy as hell. A 4x4, a 3x3, and a 5x5. Alright, so I need 6 of these, so 12 with these. There we go. Some fun. Got them easy, there's no fun. Let me see quickly check if my live stream has properly started. Oh wait, yeah, okay. Yep, everything's good over here, don't worry.
There's still more work. People are grumbling about side cranes making our jobs obsolete. Who knows? By the time you swing by next time, I might have been replaced. Regardless of the IPC.
Still having
Solving
problem with
merchants'
a
problems
freaking ass
and
for
earning
me,
their
your
salary.
opinions.
That's what any good merchant guild should do.
Also, who the hell gave it? Who gave Billy a pistol? Seriously, who gave Billy a goddamn pistol? If you do not get the reference, that's how you listen.
There's still more work to do on the Aramat. My colleagues from the Merchant Guild accounting department.
Oh, hello there, dear.
Will of preservation!
Trust me, we can make the best burger that you'll ever taste, but you will become ordinary.
Bullshit.
I can watch a masterpiece.
I love that line. Bullcrap. I'm calling it bullcrap.
Looks good.
Okay, your order's ready.
Oh, that's why I
Such
put on
you
the
are
what?
still muck. Then follow.
Calm down, Saber.
How can I be calm when there's a child walking around on the floor?
This is the other solution. The alternative choice. Master Diviner, you're not the only one who can design a puzzle. And I don't tread the path of destiny.
You think that by calling on your companions for help, you're just playing with semantics. I could weave 1,000 routes for you, but they lead to the same destination. So what significance
Why does
is
he still
there?
have bundles?
Creatures like you don't understand humans. The universe is like jade tiles. Which tiles can be played? Which tiles are left over? What kind of hand the person next to you is trying to make? Randomness and adaptability. Ambushing your opponent.
Why is
Twists
there
and
crime?
turns. The balance of the elements. It's a mix of calculations. My choices, even if I lose, I'll still make just delight in the loss. Just like the Master Diviner, you were right when you said he was Master Diviner. You must comb through the complex threads of destiny day after day, all for the preservation of this giant ship.
That's what these videos
In
are.
this vast universe,
I see through your trickery. I see through every bit of it. I'm going to lose. Victory is beyond my reach.
Sorry, I have a tactical nuke incoming, and it's not waiting for any
Everything in
guns.
this universe is predetermined. No, I have no path to victory.
you need to be brave.
Annihilate. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Tara.
Circle back.
More enemies.
Yeah. Oh look, a furry. I don't know if that's supposed to be one of the dragon people because it touches its health. Can you tell if they're dragon people if they gotta have elf ears? Dragon people has no ears, so I'm
It's not like I'm against it, but somehow this is really off. I'll become a ruler. Namia family secret technique. Old man, let me hide here.
I know exactly what that song means. you on about? What? Foxy? What? Why do you have a pistol? Don't ask questions. Do not. Don't ask questions. Just don't ask questions why I have a pistol. It's not important. It's not important. It's not important for you to know. Somebody said check his weapon stats. Get back, you filthy casuals! But seriously, somebody really needs to check on Golden Fox's weapon stats because I don't know who that's supposed to. I think that's Sporog in that. Oh no, it's her the space station. Don't disrespect Lizzie.
Divination has become meaningless. Divinate.
This is the type of joke I would make because seriously, I never leveled up with this. Did I equip on Silverwolf? That's why I gave up on these two quests beforehand.
Divination.
Let's check who's in the train today.
In moments of stress, do you ever ask yourself, which of my actions truly serve my own interests? Outside of teaching and healing, I lean towards keeping my words few, and my transformation is a kind of suffering, yet it invariably accompanies the end of what once was. Upon reflection, does this also apply to you?
Homeboy, I have a Stella run inside my goddamn chest plate. Underneath it. Are you turning off Wildfire Pom Pom? No, he's just bumping to Wildfire.
March just showed me her room. It's super cozy. You guys really have it good on the Express. When things get better, I'm gonna redesign my room and use the Express's style as inspiration. I'd like to give it a try. March's room, on the other hand, a little too pink and cute for my liking. Regardless of the design, I've decided on one thing. A life-size pop-up doll!
You can just take him. He's not paying attention to what's happening. I cannot make these jokes about people kidnapping, but God, that's oil. Listen, don't make that joke. Also, I don't know since two people have been able to get on the train at once, but because like I knew that. Also, I kind of started this quest a few times by mistake, so.
Oh.
I appreciate the help of the Astral Express. Is that you? Yes, finally! We get to fight side by side.
Sorry, I'm bringing the best character so far from. Oh, bitch
After
girl.
all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just
How can you tell he's a man? Seriously, like, homeboy looks like a fucking girl and a half. Boy looks like a fuck.
However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
I'm just gonna have this on autoplay. Yeah, you can get back on doing your whole ass monologue, Monarch. Yeah, just ignore your monologue. The fuck?
I've got my work cut out for me today.
Oh boy, what the fuck are you on about?
Well, it is
I'm
a
legally allowed to
done.
be here again.
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100-year salary if they like.
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the General about the Stellaron.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today.
Homeboy barely talks.
He did leave a message. Dan Heng. Do you recognize the person on the steps?
No. If the General isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jing Yu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the General's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazon, or the gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike.
The what?
She's a renowned legend.
Mecha
However,
sorry. I need to find. So sorry. Can somebody give me the location of what remains
it's
of
a shame
it?
that
I
even
need to use it for
Theodore
parts.
wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. for some reason. She arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition, that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan before he left. He ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Imbibitor Lunae, you're here.
No.
Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me?
Funny small world.
Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng.
Inhibitor fuckface. Sorry, I need to mop your fucking ass up.
When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the Shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lunae had been wiped from this world, but then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
How the fuck have you seen it? Do I know you?
Do we know each other?
The answer to that is both yes and no. However, your cold and indifferent tone is identical to the person I knew back then. If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunae's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the molting rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
Imbibitor Lunae's actions affected many. Are you here to set things straight?
I, too, am a criminal. What right have I to deliver punishment? I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
You motherfucker, we're here to kill you, asshole. We're here to break you. In the meantime, what's going on in the other side of the reality?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. The scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape is truly as magnificent as the poems describe. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the Shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this?
Holding you in the Shackling prison would be more trouble than it's worth. For security purposes, we will be performing your trial here.
For security purposes? I suppose it's not my security you're talking about.
The Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the Destruction Emanator's impersonation of the Amicasitor. According to the Skyfaring Commission's investigations, you arrived on the Luofu with a group of merchants. but didn't make a single trade during your stay. Your departure coincided with the day the calamities took place. You took advantage of the chaos to sneak into the shackling prison, but seemingly took no course of action. Now you claim that you are responsible for the Stellaron crisis and wish to surrender yourself. Your behavior truly is puzzling.
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of its significance. I admit I did have my own agenda for entering the shackling prison, but in the end, I found that the Luofu did not possess what I was looking for. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer? You're too modest, Luocha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroudvale Star Zone? Or must I utter that tongue-twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime.
I'm a lawyer,
according to
so I can, but I'm not.
You are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuli for a joint trial before the 10 Lords Commission
No, I have one.
and the 7
Yeah, don't question how you got one.
However,
then you were wanted in half the country.
You have the opportunity to
after they
enjoy
realized who I
beautiful
was,
scenery
they
of
cleared the
Scale
charges
Gorge
again.
Monastery.
Again.
It
Have you been in any
last
criminal
view
actions
of the
behind the scenes this
Luofu
entire week?
you ever
Pretty much.
laid eyes on.
And you've been blackmailed the government to keep yourself safe? Yeah, pretty much.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Danfeng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons
The what
crafted
skills?
by the Juming artisan Ying Sing,
Sorry.
and the unmatched stratagem of the General.
Oh, okay.
The 5 of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here, but not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing
Liu. We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from my memories. And
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist.
Family. Oh wait.
Lower
no,
your
I'm
guard,
not.
young man. I have already surrendered myself
No,
to the
don't
Alliance,
leave.
and I
Don't
will
leave.
keep my word. Besides,
When I'm worried about the voice actor, I'm
the
gonna make fun of
General
them.
has already agreed to my request.
I said meant to joke about side off like support. I should have done that one.
I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life. Accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation.
lead the way.
This new anime is about monsters.
Where should we
Don't
start?
care about this.
Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first? Or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are
yeah.
swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's Stargazer,
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Hung. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibitor Lunae, if memories are returning to you.
I think she was one of Imbibitor Lunae's comrades.
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all of them. Well, that's all.
I need to send her to the afterlife later.
The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia.
Shouldn't you go back to meddling with the multiverse or something?
To pay tribute to her here.
Cats in the museums, got it. Chill.
You mean the Foxian soul soothing ceremony?
Anyways, I'm just gonna go build something up. The might.
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents the voyage of the deceased into the stars. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I never had the chance to bid farewell to her. It is something I have regretted.
Oh, I thought she was I thought she was riding around a giant fucking robot. Yep, we're back in the classic Golden Foxy humor type, aka enters many jokes about giant flipping robots and other crap like that.
As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here, but I know nothing of the process.
I see. Follow. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be too hard.
tedious. An endless lifespan is just a bitter wait for insanity.
I mean, Foxy, shut the hell up. I'm aware about your... Sorry, go Foxy. You're somehow not senile yet when you're getting 27 million years old. Does that doesn't mean it's normally for young senile already, basically? No. Yes, it does. You're lucky you're my main mascot on my channel. I'm aware. Yep, this is the top leg. Let's just...
I can do this. I can do this.
Stand down.
Not a scratch.
Just gonna quickly just redo this whole quest with a better team. Hey, home, bro.
Oh.
After all this time away from the Luofu, the seat of divine force. Relax. You needn't to be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today.
I'll send you guys a picture.
Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next 100-year salary if they like.
Well, they only get paid once every 100 years. Circle of Bro, they only get paid. Do they only get paid?
That won't be necessary. The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I should be apologizing for any damage I caused myself.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work. You probably won't be able to meet with him today. But he did leave a message. Dan Heng. Do you recognize the person on the steps?
My tower.
No. If the general isn't available, I'll come back another day.
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memories of your previous life really were wiped clean after the rebirth. That is Jingyu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Luofu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the general's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wingweaver, the father wolf of the Borazin, with a gigantic mecha beast could withstand a single strike from her. She's a renowned legend. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jingliu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone in sight. She was deemed a criminal and fled to outer worlds. With her powers, you'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Luofu with a suspect disguised as a traveling merchant and said she wanted to turn herself in. Her surrender came with one condition, that she be allowed a day of freedom before the trial. She wanted to travel to Scale Gorge Waterscape and meet with her old friends one last time. I can't believe Jing Yuan actually agreed. Before he left, he ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Luofu. We're hosting an honored guest. We're escorting a criminal.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng.
I don't even remember how I did.
Danger. When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the Shackling prison. I thought Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Luofu and watched as you parted the sea. After all these years, it was a magnificent sight to behold.
That was the original version I have. And I changed out the time design because it.
I recognize you, but I can't remember anything. Memories of my past life are like shattered glass. I can't piece together the reality from the individual shards.
I can't remember the words of every person who hopes to escape their past. The Vidyadhara rebirth normally erases all memory of the previous life. However, you have retained fragments of your past, as well as the powers of the High Elder. If my guess is correct, the Preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunay's resurrection. That is why they tampered with the Molten Rebirth, and turned you into what you are now.
So, you also wish to restore the High Elder succession, just like the Preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the Vidyadhara. I returned to the Luofu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding person. He heard that you would be coming and agreed to my request.
So, you're the one that mailed the letter to the Express.
That's right.
How the hell do we have a mailbox? I'm still questioning that. There we go. What's on?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place?
Holding you in the shackling. The Stellaron's descent. The Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. The destruction emanated. According to the sky, you took advantage of the chaos. Your behavior truly...
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, child.
Sorry, tech support here. What do you want?
Actions at the Eternity Fortress and the Shroud Veil Star Zone. Or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you the Divine Foresight for nothing, General.
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation would have been quite dry.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me and clear my name of suspicion?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be held on the Xianzhou Shuling for a joint trial before the Ten Lords Commission and the 7 Arbiter Generals. However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge Waterscape. It will be the last view of the Luofu you ever lay eyes on.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet once gathered and feasted here hundreds of years ago. The unparalleled sword techniques of your master The mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunae Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Ju-Ming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched stratagem of the General. The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever, and the High Cloud Quintet disbanded as each of you went your separate ways. You removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here, but not for security purposes. You wish to discuss things that shouldn't be overheard. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
I don't know how he got attuned with electricity when his master was at ICU.
I would like to visit a few...
Have you mistaken?
No, she's not. She's not secretly as just
Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunae, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer. Regardless of whether you're still interested in your previous life, accepting my letter means that you've accepted my invitation. Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first, or to the Artisanship Commission? So many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day is like carrying the weight of a mountain through an interminable maze.
What the hell?
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Heng, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Heng?
Bai Lu.
I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
That one Bai Lu is the weird...
Let the noble...
Imbibitor.
I think...
She was a comrade and friend to both Imbibitor Lunae and all
Jag
of us.
har fenomenik. You are a pirate.
I don't know anything about manufacturing starships either.
You are a pirate.
There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
Punch.
Stand down.
Deny you,
I'm on guard. Hide.
Unworthy.
I can do this!
Get them.
Don't come
Level.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Sora!
Lance at the ready. Target threat index lowered. Annihilate.
Tedious.
So she's still a hunter.
Mission command.
Stand down. Blade of Moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
I hope I helped.
Yes, you did. Just go Sprog! If in doubt, just send Sprog.
Target threat index hide.
If in doubt, just send out your Sprog.
Blaze. Lance. Forward. Stay back, Clara.
That's just Sprog.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Unworthy. Blade of Moonlight.
Two ultimates have been
I
prepared.
hope I helped.
We've arrived. All ship production in Stargazer Navalia starts here. Just enter the command into the device. The vessel used to cultivate Starskiff seeds will be activated, and a ship will appear in the skyport soon after. I remember now. I've seen Bai Hung's name in books before.
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Starskiff. The author's name was Bai Hung.
That's right. Bai Hung was the one who wrote that travelogue.
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about Starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her Starskiff so many times? Then I realized that every time, she made the best of the situation and got back alive. Her luck really was out of this world.
Indeed. Her luck always astonished us. Whenever she piloted a mission, you could almost guarantee a narrow escape from the jaws of some very few. She also, however, luck is...
Ha! That'll do it. The Starskiff assembly line has been activated. The Starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The Starskiff is complete!
After being away from the Luofu for so long, I can find...
So, what happened to Bai Hung in the end?
In the end, I do... Imbibe it or Lune.
The abundance emin...
You seem to still... Let me refresh. She charged ahead and shattered the enemy's defenses, allowing the Xianzhou soldiers to break through Shuhu's sanguinary abyss and awaken you from your dragon's delirium. She was not able to walk out of that fight. We all shoulder a debt that we will never be able for the Cloud Knights. Giving up one's life on the battlefield is an honor. But that wasn't something you believed in. Inhibitor Lune, you couldn't accept that Bai Hong was gone. Instead of leaving her to eternal rest, you decided to... You made a mistake that can never be undone. There is no need to respond, Inhibitor Lune. Your answer is no longer important. And now, I will send off this Starskiff. Bai Hong, I've brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him, though he never got the chance to give it to you in person. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be calmed. I will fulfill what you asked of me. I will keep my word, even if it requires me to cut down the stars in the sky. Let's go. The Artisanship Commission is next. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations. Even the Artisanship Commission's prized creation furnace is hanging on by a thread.
The crisis happened too suddenly. All the craftsmen and apprentices fled. Only a single master craftsman was left to hold the line until reinforcements arrived. That's how the creation furnace was saved.
Interesting. Stubborn beyond valuing his own life. That reminds me of an extremely arrogant acquaintance. If he were to see the chaos of the Artisanship Commission...
What's that supposed to mean?
And yet where...
The Luofu's done... You just want me to do all the work.
Yeah, pretty much. She's just a troll, and her name is...
go on ahead this time.
Emma.
We'll meet up at the creation furnace.
Yeah.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance.
I will knock out all these other guys.
Even after your rebirth, your moves and techniques haven't changed one bit.
When I move, it's like
you never forgot.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Tora.
Blade fodder.
Fuck you, that's why?
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Mission command.
Come
Holy,
on
her knees up.
already. What took you so long this time?
Don't get anxious, Inhibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
Can't be a pointless struggle.
Leaving so soon. We have...
Oh my, I'm assuming
This sphere still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lunae. Do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Blade of Moonlight.
Get them, go!
Ready for death.
Hit! Hide! Sacred of the safe!
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward! Nice teamwork.
Fiends or devils?
Boss?
Them all!
Boss?
Stay back, Clara.
Lance at the ready.
Yeah. This Fox Cowboy. Jeff home back here. There's a new kid.
Annihilate.
Girl? What's the word? Not important. What would she be important? When we actually start getting everything
All
set up
will
for
be
the first film,
revealed in lunar flame.
Your model's ready set up. I just need to figure out how the hell the quarters. I just need to finish up details and figure out how the fuck the quarters to the source filmmaker.
I'm on guard.
Yeah, well, shit blender than source filmmaker.
Tedious.
Alright. So I'll be the first one to time for this channel source filmmaker animations. Probably in the edited down the clips of the joke clips from these streams.
Ready for death.
Mission command. Immortality means forever.
Lance at the ready.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Stay back, Clara.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of Moonlight.
I need to be brave.
Hide.
Try harder.
A miracle.
I have to keep going.
Fiends or devils? I'll crush them all.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Tora.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Get them, go. Target threat.
Stand. Blade of Moonlight.
You're used to stay in normal mode, so.
Mission command. Mission command. Immortality.
Homeboy coming in for the kill.
You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. And you can keep insisting that you have forgotten, but you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spearmanship is identical. Combat is like smelting. Purging the impurities with burning flames and exposing a person's true nature. Those are the words of the one who made Cloudpiercer for you. Out of all of us, you were the closest to him. It was strange, really, to see someone so arrogant get along with someone so proud.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is worth more than their long and meaningless lives.
You still remember when he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to travel across the star when at fur. Unfortunate.
Nope, only inventory slots.
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply couldn't keep up with.
Going to be a good grandmaster.
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say he was no longer in this world?
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He transformed.
Correct. Such are the twists of death. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most ill-advised choices at destiny's crossroads. As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid Imbibitor Lunae in resurrecting his deceased. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was shattered and became the evil that he hated most.
For an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different... I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. Afterward, I heard he was reborn and even gave him... We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
Alright, Fish, what the hell are you on about? Who is this son of a gun? Whose Glock do I need? Do I need to sell somebody's Glock again?
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying monsters, eventually used as sacrifices to the Abundance. What do you think should be done to put an end to it?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil, so that one day Yaoshi might be vanquished and the cycle of life and death restored.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, the faithful Cloud Knights continue the hunt. Their devotion and sacrifices are indeed commendable.
Anyways, guys,
but their
see you on the flip side.
has made them close-minded.